Time to rumble! That'll show you. Here it is! Ready? What? Yes, what's on your mind? I guess I did say you could ask me questions later, didn't I? Is this really necessary? No, I don't have a problem with it, really. Go ahead and interrogate me. No, I was just joking, though you do seem to be full of questions. It's rather refreshing, to be honest. Let me ask you something first, though. I've been going through the battle aboard the Endar Spire over and over in my head since we crashed. Some things just don't add up for me. Maybe you could tell me what happened, from your perspective. Neither was I, to tell the truth. I was on board as an advisor for the most part. The battle began so fast it's anyone's guess as to what actually happened. We lost the ship and a lot of good people, and for what? On the hope that the Jedi powers would save us somehow? Not that Bastila had much of an opportunity to act. We didn't choose that battle anyway, it got forced on us. Hell, I'm just as surprised that any of us are alive to talk about it. Come to think of it, it's more than a little surprising that you happen to be here, isn't it? I mean, just what is your position with the Republic fleet anyway? I don't know. Unless you consider that you were a last-minute addition to the crew roster and you just happened to be one of the survivors. You were the only one. Not to mention that Bastila's party was the one who requested your transfer. The Jedi requested numerous things when they came on board. I mean, hell, they practically took over the ship, as far as I could tell. Considering your connection to Bastila and the Jedi, whether you know it or not, your presence here seems a little convenient. I'm probably wrong, and this is probably nothing, I know. I learned a long time ago not to take things at face value, however, and I hate surprises. I mean, I have to expect the unexpected, just to be safe. Look, it has nothing to do with you personally. I don't trust anyone, and I have my reasons. And no, I'm not going to discuss them, so can we just keep our mind on more important things? Good. Like I said before, I prefer action to talk anyway.
Yeah, what do you want? You want to hear tales of my exploits? Of the wars I've seen and fought, the enemies I've seen die by my hand? Sure, I'll humor you. My name's Canderous, of the Mandalorian clan Ordo. I've been fighting across the galaxy for 40 of your years. For my people, it is the honor and glory of battle that rules us. It's through combat that we prove our worth, gain renown, and make our fortunes. The Sith came to us with an offer. To fight a worthy enemy in a battle that would be remembered forever. Win or lose, as long as the fight is worthy, then honor is gained. The glory at having triumphed over impossible odds is what drives us. If there's nothing at stake, your possessions, your life, your world, then the battle's meaningless. We Mandalore take everything we are and throw it into battle. It's the true test of yourself. The battle against death, against oblivion. The days of combat and glory and cheating death at every turn seem to be over now. I take what I can. Times have changed now. The Mandalore clans have been scattered across the Outer Rim. The Republic is in decline, and the Sith Empire rises to take its place. The clans as they were aren't a threat, but the galaxy still fears us. Ha! People think we war out of spite or bloodlust. They don't understand, and fear that. We only wanted the challenge of the battle and glory from it, win or lose. And we lost. But now I have no real challenges. Crushing Davik's enemies and the pathetic gangs in the lower city of Taris could not be considered the most glorious of tasks. When I think of the battles I've fought, the thousands I've killed, the worlds I've burned, I weep for my past. We will never again speak of this. We've got work to do, so let's get to it.
I will be your doom! You are strong. Stronger than me here in my darkness. I am Juhani, and this is my grove. This is the place of my dark power. This is the place you have invaded. When I embraced the dark side, this is where I sought my solace. It is mine. When I slew my master, Quatra, I knew I could never go back. And now I revel in my dark power. Power enough to crush the life from someone such as you. Or so I had thought. Yes, I struck her down in the middle of training, consumed by my anger, embracing the power of hate. But it was not enough. What is it you want? Why do you bother me? The Council has sent you here to kill me. Why then, when you bested me so easily, did you not simply finish your task? Is it not apparent that I can never be saved? You do not? I am pathetic. I sit here and think myself to be great by embracing the dark side, but I am nothing. There is no way I could be turned back. I always thought they held me back, or jealous of my power. But it is only because I was not good enough to meet their standards. I never have been. I seem to still have much to learn, both about being a Jedi and about myself. But I wish the cost of my ignorance had not been so high. I wish that my master had not suffered because of me. If she were alive now, there would be so much I would say to her. So much I would apologize for. How can the council ever take me back with what I have done? Striking my master down in anger is unforgivable. I should convince them that I am truly repentant, that I am willing to forsake the dark side. And maybe, just maybe, they would accept me back. Do you think they would? Could it be possible after what I have done? I thank you, Master Jedi. I will return to the council then. I shall submit myself to their judgment and hope they will forgive me. Again, I thank you. I am sure I will hear great things about you in the future.
Chuta, unga kun visto pigs. Don patugas a pelea. Unga kun Ana kun belles ching balamule. Kunginda muda. Tu pincha tu kunde. Ulegaves. Muchachak barkan. Kiyeno no dama paule rachiku. Rapido badowana nigibo. Donna uncia niña, Donna Vadukas Magdalena. Belles ching palamule, kunkinda muda, kachiku ita haldonna, ikinku banumerachi. Stimo podon tong haidwang jidong lupa, ita poetikitu. Golpa da Bonqualeo, Gandonan Chuchu, Kachi Chui, Kachi Kun Ida Haldonda, Ikin Kuno Bamulerachi Kun, Stimo Podona, Gunda Digo Donda Kudonda, Wanakun Belles Ching Palamule, Tunkin Kachi Kun Ida Haldonda. Ikin kuno bamulerachi kun. Stimo podonar. Diho donga kun honkabi. Wana kun belles ching palamule. Tunking bamunubek. Tukachi kun ida haldonga. Ikin kuno bamulerachi kun. Stimo podonar. Diho donga kun honkabi. Wana kun belles ching palamule. Tunking bamunube. Muchachak barkan. Kiyeno no dama paule rachikun.
Another Jedi, huh? Helping that Twi'lek investigate, no doubt. He seems stumped. I'm Ricard Lusoff. Maybe you can figure this out and let me get out of here. Well, I was out hunting Iriaz when I spotted one over here by the bridge. I pull out my rifle and aim at it. I couldn't see it that well, mind you, because the damn sun was in my eyes. So I shoot it and it drops. I walk over here and find Handon standing over Calder's body. So why don't you get this whole farce over with and send that whiner Handon to the prison he belongs in?
Ah, greetings. You must be assisting Master Baluk in his investigation. I'm Handon Gould. Perhaps you've heard of me? Well, I presume you wish to hear my story, then. I shall tell you, of course, but there's not much to it. I'm sure that you'll agree that Rickard is quite obviously guilty of murder. You see, I was out here running earlier today. Yes, running. I do that a lot. Can't stand speeders, never use them. Keeps me in shape, too, you know. Anyway, I was out running on the other side of that bridge there, and all of a sudden I heard a shot coming from over here. I ran over and found this man Calder lying on the ground, dead. I saw Rickard come skulking out of the shadows of the rocks south of the river. I knew something was wrong. I hit my emergency button and called the Amphiplate right away. Well, there. That's my story. Now, please hurry this up and arrest Rickard so I can get on with my day.
Greetings, apprentice. You must be the one Master Baluk has enlisted to help him with this problem. I am an information retrieval droid. I can assist you by accessing the records of both the Jedi Enclave and the central government if you have any need of my services. Please, I have already retrieved some information from the archives on Calder Metic, Ricard Lusoff, and Handon Gould. Is there any information? My preliminary analysis of the body indicates that he was killed approximately 3 hours ago by his... Is there any... These plains are rife with wild animals, not all of them benign. The Iriaz are mostly docile, but can easily be provoked to violence. Kath hounds, on the other hand, are much more deadly. There have been over 35 catalogued attacks on settlers by kath hounds in the last 2 weeks. A general advisory was given out 3 days ago to carry a weapon at all times when on the plains. Small farms and holdings dot the... Is there a... Very well.
Mickey, grab a jitty but the one and need to go. Tong height one, Jung Lumpa. Mita poe tikito. Dol Muchishak Pashat. Kiin. Tong height one, Jung Lumpa. Mita poe tikito. Dol pada bonqualeo gondona chuchu. Ta kunjus tak Mickey, grab a mogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Dolbabang Kachikun Itahodonga. Ikinkuno Pamunerachikun. Muchishak Pasha.
So, what do you want to know? Yeah, I knew him. Hell, we've known each other for a good long time. Doesn't mean I really have to have liked the slime ball. Maybe I shouldn't be so hard on him. Especially now that he's dead. We actually got along pretty well most of the time. We just had our differences. We were actually business partners. We were involved in some orbit-to-ground transport operations for Aerotech. Can I leave now? I should probably be the one to give the news to his wife. Right.
How can I be of further assistance? I know him a little bit, but I was not any sort of great friend to him or anything. I never really associated with him that much. In truth, I didn't really want to. He had a reputation. Very inconsiderate of family, I heard. But merely having heard unkind things about someone wouldn't make me want to kill him. I'm sorry, I'm getting a bit agitated. Why must we remain here? Can't you see that Rickard must have shot him? Of course.
Is there any other information? The Southwood Speeder rental business has records that over the past 7 weeks, a speeder had been rented by Mr. Nettic and Mr. Gould. Is there any... According to the municipal authorities near the Darren spaceport, there had been news of violent drunken activity in the cantina attached to the port. Apparently, a Mr. R. Lusoff was making accusations at a Mr. C. Netic about cheating him in a business deal. Jedi Tuka was dispatched to the scene and restored order. Is there any other information you need? Very well.
Ronda Kachikun ida Ronda kun hunkabi. Kachikun ida Ronda Ikin kuno Bamulera chiku Takunjus Takniki Grabulmogo. Kachikun ida Ronda Ikin kuno Mujashak.
How can I be of further assistance? That blaster was stolen from my house last week. I never knew what happened to it. I hardly have enough money to afford a single blaster, let alone another. I can't tell you how important it is to have a weapon on hand with all these ravenous kath hounds around. Even an Irias can take a man down if it gets in the mood. Every settler has a weapon. It's our most prized possession. I would most appreciate it if I could have that back after you determine that Rickard is the killer. How can I be of further assistance? But I realize this must seem like a motive to you, but I assure you it isn't. I dislike Calder, true. I would punch his face in, given the opportunity, but I would not kill him. My wife was cheating on me. I slept in my own bed while I was in the next room. But, as much as I may hate him for that, I could not kill him. It may have been my own fault for driving my wife away. I must try not to take the law into my own hands. I was just out running, trying to clear my head for the divorce proceedings, not stalking him to kill him. Running is not a crime. Of course.
Is there any other... I am sorry, but I seem to be failing you. I have searched and searched, but I cannot seem to come up with anything at all. I thought to find the record of the missing weapon report Mr. Gould filed with the authorities, but there does not seem to be one. Is there any other...
So, what do you... That blaster? Never seen it before. Calder himself had a preference for Ichani weaponry. He had always wished I could get myself a rifle like the one he had.
Ichanis make delicate weapons with too little firepower. Lightweight stuff, if you ask me.
That blaster ain't it, though. Calder only had the one rifle, too, so he either must have borrowed that, or it's someone else's. Right.
Is there any other... I have just received back an analysis of a sample of the blood found on the weapon. The blood on the weapon is definitely not Calder's. Unfortunately, there was a bacterial contaminant in the sample that had been taken back to them. We cannot get any more specific analysis from that sample other than the fact it did not belong to Calder. Is there...
So, what do you... Well, kind of... Right.
How can I be of further... Injured? No, of course not. Why would I have been? Fit as a bathtub. I run, I don't know if I mentioned it. Of course.
Tong abong siya uminang wanga kundi. Ronda diho tonga kun hunkabi. Wana kundes ching palamule. Ronda diho tonga kun hunkabi. Wana kundes ching palamule.
Hey, what are you doing?
Jedi ba the one and Nigibobo? Tong abong siya nunya. Tong batukas magtalea. Kachikun ida ronda. Ikin kuno pamunera chikun. Sibo podo na. Ronda diho tonga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule. tungking banunutek, tuping tong abom shabum ninong, wanga kumbis king balimura. Johnny yon tunjiji. Takunjis tahmiki grabulmobo, kachichu itabo dunga, dolbabank, wale oganda naru chuchut. Shapunga bola wana chike. Amul kachikun idahaldonga. Iking kuno panumera chikun. Simo podonar. Unga digo donga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule. Tunking banunote. Tong haitwam jiji jung lumpa. Nitapoe tikito. Dolpa da bongwaleo gandonan chuchut. Kachi chu ita dundong temu.
Damn both of you.
Takunjus tahmiki grabulmogo. Kachi chu ita bodunga. Dolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut. Molisha punga bol. Kachi kun ita haldonga. Iking kuno pamunera chikun. Tong haitwam jiji jung lumpa. Nitapoe tikito. Dolpa da bongwaleo gandonan chuchut. Kachi chu ita dundonga.
You did good. You might just make a proper Jedi yet. Who knows?
Achuta. Wonga kun bistupi kikuyana. Dong patugas makilea.
It is good to see Juhani has returned to the way of the light. You are to be commended for your role in this. Your actions give us great hope for the future. Go to Master Jar and inform him that Juhani has returned to us. I think you may be nearing the end of your apprenticeship.
You have done well, my pupil. The ancient grove has been purified, and Juhani's journey down the dark path has been halted. Because of you, she walks once more in the light. But though she was saved, do not dismiss what happened to her. Juhani is both dedicated and true to the ideals of the Order, yet she was still vulnerable to the dark side, as are we all. She struck her master in anger during her training and injured her greatly. But it was Quatra's choice to test Juhani this way, and it seems to have made its point. Juhani has been redeemed, and you have passed your final test. Congratulations, apprentice. Or should I say, congratulations, Padawan. You have proven yourself worthy of joining the Jedi. Let me be the first to welcome you as a full-fledged member of our Order.